watch out for him.
It started to happen again. Dad! I'm in trouble. You've had some scary dreams, okay? Help!
Daddy can't help you now.
Freddy is back on Elm Street, and he's not a welcome visitor. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, rated R.
They obviously had to have a character called Freddy who comes into your dreams and teenagers' dreams and murders them. Didn't necessarily have to be Robert Englund. You know, and that was it. And they were hoping that they could make another one and they could make some more money. And maybe if it made, you know, as much money or close to as much money as the first one, because usually the sequels didn't make as much money.
In 1931, the world was horrified by the motion picture Frankenstein. In 1935, horror turned to terror with The Bride of Frankenstein. In 1990, the makers of Basket Case and Brain Damage bring you...
Want a date?
Frankenhooker.
I didn't almost get to do that. Frank was still not talking to me. They shot half the movie.
Oh, he was pissed
And
with you.
I was not on it. Gabe was. There was something. Edgar finally called me. Like, they literally were 3/4 of the way done with the shoot before I finally got the call to go to New York. They'd blown up the hookers already. They'd done like everything.
You look at the sets, you look at the costumes. It looks very expensive. You are a big part of that film, behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
I wrote the screenplay. I took Chaucer's Canterbury Tales and made a screenplay adaptation. We had costumes from Universal Studios. I went to Universal Studios, to their sound stages, saw their huge warehouses of costumes, and picked out costumes for the show. They knew exactly what we were doing. That was fine. They said, your money still spends. We don't care what kind of production it is. The production itself cost almost $500,000.
Russ Meyer's Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. Movie maker Russ Meyer, the rural Fellini, serves up a simple, homey tale of Olympian togetherness, faith-healing, bra-busting humor, jogging, and hulking Herculean masculinity. It's a motion picture born to entertainment, vibrant, spellbinding, and so hilariously funny. Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens.
Interesting, because we've been trying to get these films for a long time, and I assume that other labels had as well. And the trust just weren't ready yet to partner with somebody. You know, the people at the trust, they're a little gun shy over who they do this with, because they want it to be done in the way that Russ would have done it. And so we had to kind of make a case for why we're the right company for that. And initially they were like, well, you're a horror movie company. But of course, then we could go back to what our origins were. And we did a whole big, long thing about, you know, we've got everything from, you know, internationally renowned erotic films to Oscar winners films to, you know, all this kind of thing. So we were able to really make a case for it.
Benet's Bloody Bits.
Welcome to Triple B. My name is Jason Benet. I'm at the Severin Films website, and they're now taking pre-orders for Saga Erotica, the Emmanuelle Collection. It's an 11-disc box set. 4K, there's 4 UHDs, 5 Blu-ray, 2 CD. Looks like it's going to go for about $135 if you get it directly from Severin Films website. And the street date is December 9th, 2025. So we have the UHD premieres of 4 classic films with 15 plus combined hours of special features, 2 soundtrack CDs, and a 128-page booklet. The world's most iconic erotica has only one name, and her sexually seismic saga begins here. The 1974 global breakthrough film Emmanuelle, presented in its original theatrical version and director's cut, marked the debuts of stars Sylvia Kristel and director Just Jaeckin, and forever changed depictions of female sensuality on screen. Kristel returned in 1975's Emmanuelle II, featuring a lush soundtrack by Academy Award winner Francis Lai. The original trilogy bids farewell with 1977's Goodbye Emmanuelle, again starring Kristel and featuring a score by the legendary Serge Gainsbourg. The final film is also the first as Erika Blanc stars in the rarely seen and darkly provocative 1969 Italian production I, Emmanuelle, inspired by then newly published memoir by Emmanuelle Arsan. All 4 films in this limited edition collection are now scanned in 4K from their original camera negative, with 15 plus combined hours of new and archival special features, 2 bonus soundtrack CDs in a 128-page booklet of essays, Sylvia Kristel artwork, and more. So yeah, Sylvia Kristel. This is another Emmanuelle box set. The Laura Gemser set was already put out by Severin Films. Here's the artwork right here to the left. Whoa, in your face. I am going to skip the screen grabs on this one just because I know they're going to contain nudity. For those asking, this is the original. They put the Sensual World of Black Emmanuelle. That's the Laura Gemser set they put out. Now they're going down the road again with this Saga Erotica. And it's something I will pick up down the line. I will wait till it goes on sale, like next summer. The good thing about Severin Films is they don't cap their films. There's not that FOMO where they're only going to print 2,000, 3,000 copies. They own the rights to these films, so they're going to continually releasing these things for as long as they can, as long as physical media exists. So I'll wait for a discount on it. It's something I need to watch right away. The good thing is it's not as many films as the Laura Gemser set, which was massive. It just took you forever to get through those things. And they started to feel repetitive because Laura Gemser was in so many of those films, and they're softcore films. They're not hardcore. So you're not going to, I mean, you're going to get plenty of nudity, of course, but you're not going to get, it's single X, barely, if even that. It's nowhere near triple X erotica. But these are movies I'm interested in seeing. I want to say I saw Emmanuelle back in the old days on early days of cable, like on TV, but I don't remember much about them, probably because I wasn't watching them for the plot like most people really aren't. I don't care what you say. You're watching it for, the beautiful naked women. But anyways, wanted to give you an update on this Emmanuelle box set that's coming out through Severin Films. You could possibly order it from other places. The price is not bad. I don't need the booklets and the soundtracks. I know that's cool for some people. I'm really about the movie or movies. I don't really have time to go too much into like listening to a soundtrack or something, things like that. I barely have time to watch the films. That's how I, like a lot of physical media collectors, fall behind because we just can't keep up with them. But thank you guys for watching again. Stay scared and talk to you soon.